experiment for dinner. I'm trying to make a tuna bake. So I'm gonna make the tuna part using artichokes, hearts of palm, some seaweed, some Old Bay, some garlic, black pepper, parsley flakes, Worcestershire sauce, and Dijon mustard and salt. And some lemon juice. So if this turns out good, I'll leave the ingredients in the description box for you. So this is the 1 can of hearts of palm and the 1 can of artichoke hearts. I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Since my nori sheets are salted, I'm probably going to add a little bit less salt. I'm going to have to taste it before adding extra salt because the Old Bay seasoning has salt in it too. So I think I'm going to add, let's see, I think I'm going to put like 4 of these sheets in there. That's for the fishy flavor. Actually, I think I'll add 6. This is 1 teaspoon of the vegan Worcestershire sauce, which again is Annie's brand. You can get this at Whole Foods. This is 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, so I need 2 of these. And I need 1.5 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. This is a half, so I need 2 more of these. Now I'm going to pulse this all together and then I'm going to taste it to see if it needs more salt. Looks pretty good. Has the consistency of tuna. I'm going to mix it a little bit with a spatula, I think, and then taste it. Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't need the extra salt, but it doesn't taste that fishy to me, so I'm going to add more of the nori. And when I make this sauce, I just won't add as much salt to the. I'm going to make a garbanzo bean Alfredo sauce for this to go in. So I used the whole thing of nori, and I'm going to pulse this just a couple times because I don't want it to be too mushy, if I can help it. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to put this in my fridge. I'm just going to let it marinate together while I'm cooking my garbanzo beans because I'm making fresh garbanzo beans in my Instant Pot to make the garlic Alfredo sauce. So this is just going to go in the fridge for now. And I'll come back to you in a minute. I'm going to use these bow tie pastas. So I'm starting to boil my water, or I just turned it on because my beans are almost done. So I'm going to start boiling the water and getting my noodles ready. You can use whatever kind of noodles you want to use. Macaroni noodles would be good for this too, or shells. And then you're also going to need some kind of panko breadcrumbs. So I'm going to use panko and these cheesy garlic croutons from Kelly's Croutons. Since I have almost a full bag left, I'm going to use both of these to top my casserole with. Alright, so my water's boiling. I'm going to add my pasta. I'm actually going to cook it for 10 minutes. It says al dente starts at 11 minutes, so I'm going to do 10 minutes since it's going to be cooking in the oven after this. So basically you want your noodles to be al dente. Sorry, I hard to do with my hand. So I'm going to let these cook for 10 minutes and I'm going to release the steam from my beans in a second. Ignore my dirty Instant Pot. I use it a lot. This is very used. And then I'm going to start making the Alfredo sauce. Alright, I'm making the Alfredo sauce now. So this is 3 cups of garbanzo beans. I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm adding a 1/4 of an onion. It could be red or yellow, whatever you have. And then I'm also preheating the oven to 375 in the meantime. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of Better Than Bouillon. This is the vegetable base. And I have to get a knife to get it out. But yeah, 2 teaspoons of better than bouillon. And then I'm using a tablespoon of white miso. Sorry for the water noise in the background. I'm trying to keep the noodles from sticking by running cold water over them. So I'm going to need 2 of these of white miso. And last of all, I'm adding 2 cups of unsweetened plant milk. I'm using almond milk. And I'm going to blend it. Oh, and I almost forgot black pepper, so I added 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, but that is optional. Alright, so here's our sauce. Noodles are in the baking dish. I'm gonna add the sauce, and then I'm gonna add the tuna. Mix it all together. So, mix carefully, or mix in a separate bowl and then put it in your casserole dish. I'm gonna mix this all up and then I'll show you when I add the breadcrumbs. It's pretty thick, so I'm gonna add a little bit of extra unsweetened almond milk into it to make it so that it can kind of like boil a little bit while it's cooking, because the noodles still need to cook a little bit. I don't want it to be too dry. I don't want it to burn. And of course, this is my first time making this, so we're learning as we go. So I don't want it to be too thick. It needs to have a little bit of liquid. So I'm just gonna add some more liquid and then mix that up. All right, I added probably like a cup more of almond milk. Now I'm gonna add some panko. And I'm gonna add some Kelly's croutons. You could also just use vegan cheese or vegan Parmesan, or crunch these up even more to make them smaller. Alright, so I'm going to cover this with foil. I'm going to put it in the oven on 375 for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take it off and let it crisp on the top probably for an extra 5 to 10 minutes until the panko is turning brown and crispy. Alright, I didn't want to leave it in too long. I left it in for 10 minutes with the foil taken off. I don't want it to burn though, especially the croutons, so I decided to just take it out. You see it's bubbling. Yeah. Looks really good, smells good. Let's hope it's good.
Don't worry, Mom, I think it is.
Hopefully.
I like Lay's.
Alright, so far, while I'm taking video and pictures, I'm getting rave reviews over here by the family, so...
Excellent.
Really, really, really good.
Now, did you just throw this together, or was this by recipe?
I just threw it together.
This was
Excellent.
This was
Excellent
a really
effort.
good experiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7.
7? Same as
I'm gonna go with 8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
9.
9?
No. Yeah, 9.
9? You sure?
Mm-hmm. Like
creamy.
It's
crunchy.
Like between 8 and 9.
Nice. Thank you so much. Now I gotta taste
It's
it.
pretty good.
I'm not showing my face though because I haven't even showered today.
Neither have I.
I'm being
Should
lazy.
you see my
Yeah,
face?
but you look the same. You look normal.
Normal.
Alright.
I look alright.
You look alright?
It looks alright.
You look alright. Me
Alright.
too.
Gary, you look dateable?
Huh?
You look dateable? Oh my.
Let's see. I don't know. I need another bite. I think for me it would taste even better with some just regular vegan cheese on top of it.
Like there?
Mm-hmm. I do taste the nori. It does taste a little like tuna.
These breadcrumbs are good.
So it's pretty good. I think I'd also give it like a 7, 7.5.
Like I said, for you to throw this together, it's delicious.
I think it does need just a little bit of salt and some extra pepper for me.
You want some pepper? I can use some.
I want to get some salt.
And salt.
I think it's good as it is.
No.
Well, I think in terms of tastes, you and I might be the same because we like our
Plain.
Plain, yeah. Thank you for your reviews.
Can I have salt?
It's a
Yes.
nice little experiment. Alright, so let us know in the comments if you guys are going to try this recipe. Give us a like and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching my little broccoli bites, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Die. Say bye.